I got a comment from someone who said that deals don't exist anymore. And his mindset is exactly why most people don't make it in real estate. The guy said that I was out of touch with the real estate market. He said that agents and investors were marking prices up. He also said that homes are just too expensive and nothing works anymore. But when I read what he said, I thought to myself, I was like, this is happening everywhere in the US. In some markets more than others, but this should never stop a real estate investor from looking for real estate deals. This is exactly why I focus on systems for finding high quality leads. I'm not waiting for perfect market conditions. The issue isn't that these things aren't happening. The issue is when you try to make reasons or excuses so you can quit. Like I said, he said that sellers are marking up prices on their homes. That's always been happening. He said that investors are selling their portfolio properties at a higher price as well. But that's also always been happening. I mean, who isn't selling at a high price nowadays right now, right? Then he also complained about houses in his market being 200,000 plus. From an investor's perspective, this is a very healthy price range. When homes sell around $200,000, you can put a lot of money into the kitchen. Whereas if you compare that to a market where houses are selling for around $100,000, you can't put $50K into a $100,000 house, but you can in a $200,000 house. So that's a healthy price range. See, all this is about thinking like an investor, not as a retail buyer. And see, this is the part that people really don't understand. There's always someone out there ready to sell at a low price. I don't care what market you're in, there's always an opportunity to buy a house at a low price or any type of property. I understand though, the bigger the market, the more competition you have. So you have to market harder and smarter. You do not complain, you do not give up. I just made some money on a wholesale deal in September of 2025, so deals are still out there. I'm still finding deals in my market. I don't care about high interest rates, high prices, high competition. I'm still looking for deals. I don't care about all the rest of that stuff. The deals do not disappear. I used to say the same things. There's no deals here. There's too much competition. Prices are too high. Interest rates are too high. But as I was doing all that complaining, I still was looking for deals. And eventually my phone started ringing and ringing and ringing. And I was like, whoa, it doesn't matter about the market conditions. The only thing that matters is that you keep looking for deals. So do not fall into this type of thinking like there's no more deals out there. They are out there. So do not quit. Keep marketing. Don't be like me and this guy that commented. I was like this at one point in time. But then I realized, I woke up, I realized that if I keep marketing, I will always find another deal. And the deals just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger as you go on. But you won't make any money if you just quit. See, people like to talk themselves out of things, you know? That's kind of how we are. That's by nature. You know, we like to talk ourselves out of things. We always have this internal conversation going on in our head like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Why would you want to do this? No one thinks you can do this. You don't even think you can do this. You always have that going on in your head. You have to ignore it. You have to ignore that and just keep doing it. You can think it, you know, it's still going on. Even when you don't want it to go on, it's still going on in the background, but you just keep doing the work. That's what it's all about. And then you will be successful. Being successful is about doing small, little successful things every day and making that a habit. That all piles up into being very successful in the near future. That's what being successful is about. It's not finding that one wholesale deal and making $100,000. That's not really what it's about. It's about doing small deals, $5,000, $2,000, $1,000, $10,000, and just keep piling your money up. And then one day you'll be able to buy something yourself and you can make 100 grand, 200 grand. You have to be consistent and you have to develop a habit. If you need help with finding deals like I find deals, look in the description. I can help you out. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.